right, check it out. What's going on? It's Nefu the Boss. All right, I want to talk about new single releases and, I don't know, do's and don'ts, pros and cons, things you should be doing or not doing, challenges of, releasing a new single in 2019. So before you throw your single up on distributor and just try to push it without having no plan whatsoever, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can learn how to do this the right way in 2019. First, you need to consider the strategy behind your release of your single. Like how you're going to get listeners, what platforms you want to put it on, what playlists you wish or might want to get on, different things that you can do as far as like also your artist story. Like your single should be also telling your story. Also, like, how can this record right here help you take your music career to the next level? I mean, is this single like really the one? Is this the hit? Is this a hit record? Next, you need to consider the pros and cons from releasing just one single song. Like back in the day, people used to drop all of these songs, like a little EP, like just putting singles out with 4 or 5 records on it, trying to get that to work. But people never really listened to all of those records. It used to be like an instrumental, the song with acapella, and then they used to have like the regular song, and then the clean version, right? Nowadays, when you release a single, I mean, you can still do that, but that's if you're singing into the radio stations, because the radio stations still accept CDs to this day, I believe, and some of them do because it's hard for them, But now in the digital age, you can do the MP3 thing and just distribute it to all the radio people. But you need to have that all figured out. Now, as far as like what is the pros of releasing a single, one pro is that it costs much less to produce one song. The other thing is you can release these things a whole lot more often. You can keep putting songs out every couple months instead of trying to do one whole album. Secondly, you don't have to manufacture CDs no more. You don't have to put out your vinyls, just digital downloads. If you do one song at a time, you can focus on your marketing. You can make a music video. You can figure out where you're going to perform. It's a lot of things you can do as far as like focusing on that one single. PR is going to be a lot easier for you because you're focusing on one single. I would say the bad part about the single though is it's going to be difficult to get press and industry attention with just the first and one single. You're going to need multiple. You need to have been doing this for a while for them to catch on. Kind of like having an album kind of shows the world that you have a chance to put out way more music and let them know who you truly are. You can convey a bigger message with an album. And if you keep on dropping singles left and right, it could get kind of old and annoying to like the fans. They'll be like, yo, what's up? You keep making new songs every 10 minutes. They're not going to like all of that. Like you got to, kind of do it. Wait till the song catch on first before you start making a new one. It's kind of weird that you drop one song and you start making a new one when you haven't even got the last one to catch on. The other good thing about, if you do release a single, when you release your single, we can manage that budget a lot easier because we're going to know, I say that we're pushing this one song, and once we get that feedback, we'll be able to figure out with the budget quickly which platform is pushing that single the hardest. So if we got, we got that single pushing on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, we're going to see which place is catching on the most. The problem with an album is if we're pushing an album, you're not going to know which song the fan is listening to and not liking. And sometimes the thing that sucks about an album is, let's say you got 12 songs, right? And we're pushing this on social media and they're getting the links and they're listening to the record. We don't know which song they're going to listen to. It's up in the air. It's like a lottery pick because they're going to pick, 1 through 12 songs to listen to. They're only going to listen to one. They're going to probably pick the one with the best name or the best title, or they'll just pick the first one to see how it sounds unless it says intro. And whatever they choose to do, they're going to do that, and then their minds and what they feel about your record is going to be based on that first record they heard. So you kind of lose the choice of helping them learn you the way you want them to learn about you. Whereas with a single, you kind of force them to only have this way to perceive you, which I like that because when you're branding, you want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with your brand. You don't want to have like one person is like rocking number 4 and like 20 other people is rocking number 8, but number 8 make you sound like you ruthless. But the number 8 was just on one song you was never gonna do ever again. But the rest of your album is like kind of soft and kind of chill. Then you're gonna have half your fans thinking that you just this tough guy or whatever. But then the other half of your album got you sounding like you just this, smooth regular person. So for me, it's like you don't want to have too many different feelings and emotions when you release some music. You want to have everybody kind of be in the same emotional path. Like, okay, with a single, everyone's gonna feel the same way about that single. You don't want to have one person like, yo, this song hype. It's cool when it's like you already established and you put out 2 or 3 singles. Now, once you got so many singles out there and you got people waiting for the album, then drop the album. It just sucks when you drop an album and no one's listening to it. No one cares. No one's playing it. That sucks. You know what I mean? So nobody wants to go out like that. So I would suggest you release your single, whatever distributor you go through, check out their marketing tools and see what they have. Try to push that single real good. If you guys have pushed your single and you guys have got it out there and you still feel like it's not getting the exposure it deserves, if you guys aren't getting the exposure you deserve for your record, go ahead and hit us up, email us. We're gonna take care of you guys. Like I said, I've been doing marketing for a long time, but I have lots of people who've been doing it even longer than me. And these guys are my partners and really good at what they do. So, I mean, I've done a really good job of building artists, but I would like to introduce you to more services we have. So just reach out to us, email us and ask us, let us know what your budget is and what you're trying to do. I promise we're going to make it as cheap and affordable for you as possible, as well as helping you out. If you guys need some quick retweets or anything like that, reach out to me on Twitter. I'm doing it this week for I guess I'll do it this week for like $20. It's really cheap. I usually charge 100, guys. So take advantage of that this week. I got a lot of reach, reaching over 1 million people with my page. So go ahead and hit me as soon as you can with that. Also, drop your singles below. You might win a chance to get placed in a playlist, SoundCloud or Spotify. Every time I make a video, guys, drop your links below for a chance to win. Get in our playlist for free. We're gonna just put you in there. Just drop your links. If you like the song, you get in there. All right, peace, guys.